here I am on a Monday. I did not want to record this video, but I am drinking 4 shots of espresso. Not 3, not 2, but 4. And this isn't even the first coffee of the day. So, if that tells you anything. I started my morning by eating breakfast. Well, okay, this is week like 5 of starting my morning with an hour, 60 minutes of walking. And that's actually fantastic. I'm not going to complain about that. It like wipes my brain clear of everything. Love it. And then I had to mentally prepare myself to go to the fucking dentist. And I know that you guys are like, "Oh, you're like fucking old. You should be used to the dentist." I will never get used to the dentist, okay? Everybody has enemies in life. The dentist is mine. They are the bane of my existence. I hate that I have to rely on them to have a healthy mouth, but here we are. And everything was fine. They know I hate them, and I love them for that. Like, they're very kind people, but they just know that I hate being there. So they told me I did a good job. That's really all it takes in life for me to like you, is just, praise me a little. So, but I went and did that. Do my teeth look good? Hopefully I have a bright fucking smile on my face just for you guys today, because it's already 4 p.m. I still have to do a shit ton of work today. And here's the thing. This is why I'm in a shitty mood today. Nobody told me that the in-between of closing out one business and starting a whole other one would be this time consuming and this stressful and this, I don't know, whatever. Okay. I have projects that I'm really excited about working on, my personal projects and like client projects. And it seems that I just keep dealing with needy client bullshit over and over and over again. And it's like taking the time away from the shit that I really want to be working on. And it's just closing that out. It's closing that out. It's one of those things I'm going to have to wait. I think like mid-month this month, I'll be good. So I'm just trying to look forward to that. Also, let me recap on the last 2 weeks, because this will actually put me in a good mood talking to you guys. So I, on my journey, am realizing that my story is incredibly important to tell, because not only is it allowing me to look back and reflect on some of those really important highlights of my life that have made me the person I am today, but it's also the thing that I believe is going to relate other artists to my mission, to my vision, the whole artist emancipation. By seeing the things that I went through, the choices I made, the decisions that I overcame, that all matters. And I believe that's becoming a really, really big part of the artist emancipation moving forward. Is, the whole podcast is about hearing people's stories and hearing about these little moments that made them artists. And the way that we can relate to those things and seeing that in our own lives so that we can call ourselves artists, no matter what our profession is what I really want to start focusing on. And I had the opportunity to connect with Josh, who is also, he's on my podcast, and he's brilliant. He's a video guy. And this is a little embarrassing for me as somebody who values like artistry. I went to him because I just wanted somebody to record my speech that I'm giving at the end of the year and just make like a fucking video out of it. I was like, I don't care. I want it to be cool. Yeah. But like, I just want to have little snippets to share with people, put on social media, content, whatever. And so I got on this call with him thinking it was just going to be about logistics, like setting it up and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, "Shawna, what's the point of this video?" And I'm like, "To show my speech." He's like, "Okay, but what's the point of the speech?" And I was like, "Oh, there's a lot of points to the speech." And he's like, "How about we focus on that and like we actually make something out of this instead of just a content creation bullshit, the thing that I'm against in every capacity of my body." And here I was asking for it. So the conversation with Josh that I had made me realize that my story needs to be told in a way that is showing every area of my life, because the better that you guys get to know me and the things that I deal with on a daily basis, the more you will see the decisions I make that I feel proud to call myself an artist for. Um, and yeah, so something that was like kind of me being pushy and like stupid and like, hey, I just want to get this done. Like, let's just rent a stage and like do this shit turned into he's coming out doing 2 days of production, following me around, getting the behind the scenes of, like, why I'm telling the story that I'm telling, and it made me see the point of everything, so to speak. It was like, y why would you take away from your journey just to have this, like, professional we all fucking know I'm not that professional, alright? Like, come on. So that was a really cool thing that happened last week, and it kind of shifted my content, because now I wanna hear people's stories a little bit more. It's not so much about me jibber jabbering about giving you inspiration. Sorry, I got a burp. And, "Oh, hey, do you struggle with this? This is the outcome. This is the" whatever. I don't care. I want to know people and I want to know their story and I want to know the ups and the downs and like just seeing that in my own story and knowing the shit that I went through that wasn't even like art related actually were some of the biggest turning points of my life in my art career that I didn't know about. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. We're getting together at the end of the month to start shooting. And then before that, which is also really exciting, I'm going to New York to record a podcast episode at iHeartRadio with a group of entrepreneurs who are going there, and it's like a little mastermind getting training on media and how to present yourself and your mission. So I'm like the past 2 weeks have just been me getting really clear on what I want to show up and say to you guys, and like how I want the artist emancipation and the commandments of divinity to come out and be really clear for people to understand like, hey, this is the point of this. If you want to get on board, cool. If you don't, fuck off. No. But yeah, so it's just been like diving deeper into my own personal story, realizing the moments that are going to click with my audience, like you guys, and incorporating that a little bit more. Just bringing out the human, bringing out the connection a little bit more because it's very easy to get caught up in business bullshit. Double B's, business bullshit. And that's not even fun. That's not even why I do this. If I had to do business shit all day, I'd take an axe to something, to a pumpkin. It's almost pumpkin season, guys. Like, it's almost hoodie time. Hoodie time where we can go outside and just wear hoodies. Oh, I can't wait. Drink a little hot cocoa. I say that, but I'm basically doing that right now. Minus the hoodie. I am wearing jeans though. I am wearing jeans. That's pretty fall-esque of me. But yeah, guys, other than that, see, it did put me in a better mood. I am a little bit happier now that I talked about the good things going on in my life. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Um, what else can I tell you guys about? I think that's pretty much it for an update of the last 2 weeks. I will be continuing trying to close out my graphic design business, aka me working until 11 p.m. tonight doing so. So I'm going to get off of here. It was lovely. Thank you for listening to Divinity Decoded with Shawna.